Good evening. Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever. What's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? How's it going? Apparently, I have to live stream because Joseph. Hey, Reels Tanks. Hi, Candy. Oh, look, there's my husband. What do I have to live stream for? Because Joseph needs friends. Oh, they'll all show up, Alluring Bettis. They'll all show up. I just hit the button. Everybody was just learning things over on George Farmer's channel. So now that you're done learning things, let's come over here and just be weird because learning. I mean, we can all learn together, but I'm no expert. Yeah, Joseph needs friends. Joseph. Hello, Joseph. I'm live. Are you happy now? Called me out in his live stream. Made me go live. DC mug again. I'm sorry. I love this mug. I just got it. And look, I can hold it like this. I know it's DC. It makes me sad too, but it's Harley Quinn, so it's okay, right? What is my favorite Bichir type? Cody Testerman wants to know. My favorite Bichir would be probably. I really want a Nile Bichir. There's 13 different species of Bichir. Okay, see, now I'm going to need my book. Hang on. Hang on. I get my fish wish list out for that question. Because now I got to sound smart. I know, it's my heart is loyal as well, but I can't. It's Harley Quinn, man. I need a Thor mug that has Mew Mew on it. I need Mew Mew right there. Where's my Medusa tank gone? What Medusa tank? I still have all my tanks. I just set up this new tank. And the Bichirs are in there. Look, they're so happy. Look how small it looks in a 55. It's amazing. Okay, Bichirs. Favorite type of Bichirs. Where's my wish list? Where's my wish list? It's in here somewhere. My giant notebook. That's Rope Fish Projects Fish Wish List. Here we go. Okay, 13 different types of Bichirs. Yeah, there's the Nile Bichir, which I really, really want. Retro Pinus. That's the other one that I really want. West African Bichir. Okay, so these are all the different types of Bichir. This is my fish wish list. All of these species are African. Is this backwards? This is backwards on there, isn't it? It like flipped it. Anyhow, so that's not helping you guys at all. Yeah, 13 different species of Bichir. Then there's the total. Nobody can please. That's right. What Medusa tank? That tank with the slippery folk living in it. Oh, the rope fish? They're over there. Hang on. Over there they are. See them? Rope fish. Rope fish. Oh, I dropped something. At least it wasn't my coffee. Anywho. Oh, no. Oh, I dropped more things. You guys, this is a disaster. Why did I move this thing? Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's, pick all this junk up. Look at all this junk I have in my notebook. Notebooks and notebooks and more notebooks. Oh, you could read it? Cool. Yeah, I didn't break my chair. I'm good. I'm all good. It's all good. I didn't break my notebook. I got my Aquashella tickets. That was my fish wish list. These are all of this. Oh, all of this is rope fish research because I'm a nerd. Do you have a timeline for the rope fish going into the pond? Okay, the pond is basically built. It has to now be unbuilt and put into the basement. However, we've got to figure out what we're going to do because the basement keeps getting wet. So we're going to prop it up so that it can still get wet underneath it. It won't be a problem, and I can just use a sump pump to get the water out. I did not brush my hair, guys. And look, I did this all for Joseph. He's not even here. Whatever. Yeah, so we got to unbuild the pond and paint it all and get it into the basement and rebuilt. Hopefully that'll happen within the next couple of weeks. Me being sick and the kid being sick slowed everything down. But once we get it down there, I think I've decided I'm going to run it full Lucas Brett's, and I'm not going to filter it. And I'm going to run it just like a natural pond, like he runs his outside. And we're going to see how it does. And if I have to add a filter in later, then I'll add a filter in later. But that should mean that the only thing I've got to really hook up to it is a heater and the light, and then they can go in. So, I don't know, soon. It's in the works. It's happening. I upgraded the Bichirs. Look, they're happy. Look how much smaller that Bichir looks. He was huge in that 20-gallon long. Joel GNZ, everyone knows Lucas just hooks up external canisters when nobody is looking. He does not, because he would make me clean them. I would know. I would totally know. Apparently he has this assistant who does all that for him. Yeah, no. There's no hooking up of canister filters. It's all just water in tanks. He occasionally has, like in the 125s, he has a power head with a little sponge attached to it that pushes water, and that's about it. Yeah, Candy's threatening people to hit the like button, so get on that. Big City Bettas, I have fish notebooks too. They're supposed to keep me organized, but I have so many now that it does quite the opposite, and it takes forever to find anything. Right? You start one, and you're like, I'm going to get it organized. I'm going to keep it. At least it's all right there, though, because that was all just rope fish research, and then, no, I did not brush my hair, Priscilla. This is, no. This is not brushed. This is just like a rat tail of nastiness. Oh, there you are, Joseph. You have to deal with Reap quick. Well, obviously you're on a phone call because you can't type. Hello, Joseph. Yeah, so that used to be all rope fish research, and now it's like everything collective fishy stuff. I think those baby Corys are longfins, though, you guys. They're looking pretty long fin, to me, at least. Hey, Aquaballs, what's up? Who else is here? Priscilla's here, Dan's here, Joseph's finally here, Reels is here, Candy's here, Dan Slee's here, blah, blah, blah. Who else is here? Blah, blah, Big City Bettas, Jeffrey Myers, Joel GNZ, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Terry's Tropical Tanks, Cindy Lehman. I don't think I forgot anybody, but if I did, I'm sorry. Josh says, I think my reed fish is dying. What's wrong with your reed fish? Let's figure this out. Yeah, look how small they... Oh, you can't see them. They're both over here. They look so small in there. Look at that. Look how small he looks in there. He's a monster. But he's super tiny now. Big City Bettas, I was keeping a notebook per species for all my wilds, but then I kept losing books and freaking out about losing my notes. I need a system. Yeah, it's called a computer. Where are we at in the basement? No, we're in my dining room. The basement is not functional yet. The water situation is real down there. I'm still in a horrible... I need, like, someone who's a foundation expert to come over and just fix it for free, because it's got real problems down there. I'm going to get it under control, but I think what I'm doing now is I'm just going to work around the water on the floor. Josh, well, it is just either sat on top of or rolling onto its back. I go near him, no reaction. Try to put him in front of the filter outlet to create more flow over his gills with air, and he comes back for 5 seconds. Okay. You don't want more flow over his gills with air, because rope fish / reed fish, which I'm hoping what you're talking about is Orpictus calavericus, which is the rope fish or a reed fish. They breathe mostly atmospheric air. They don't really breathe a lot in the water. So if you really want to help him out, if he's having trouble breathing, put him in something that you can float water in so that he's closer up to the top. That sometimes helps so that he can get air from the top. without having to really struggle to get to the surface, because if he's having a swim bladder issue or something like that, then relieving the pressure on that or relieving his need to get to the surface for air will help him breathe. I've kept a few alive through some bad stuff by kind of floating them in a almost like a sandwich container filled with water so that he can get up to the surface. Can you run a pipe from upstairs? It might be cheaper. A pipe. Oh, to get water. It's not about getting water down there. There's water coming in from my concrete slab. Try to put him in front of the filter outlet to create more flow over his gills with air, and he comes back for like 5 seconds. Yeah, you need to get him some atmospheric air. Put him towards the top. Can they live in cold water? I have them in hot water, but no spare heater. No, you need to keep him at about 80 degrees. If he gets cold, he's going to get real sluggish. And then he goes all dopey again. Yeah, you need to get him some atmospheric air. So you need to get him up towards, like, in something shallow so that he doesn't have to try real hard to get up and then figure out what's wrong with him. Has he got anything on him? Like fungus, anything weird? Is he eating? Got any other info for me? That's about all I can help with that info. Hello, Andy Wiggins. Hello. What else is going on? Maybe see how much a floor drain would be to put in. There is a floor drain, but it's not working like it should. I have a sump pump down there right now. But there's not enough water to like sump pump out. It just gets wet. Like it's barely even standing water. It's just like everything gets wet. And I know it's coming from the slab. Right now he's in about 4 to 5 inches of water. That's probably pretty good. He can probably get up from that. You gotta figure out what's wrong with him though. Because Cichlid King Aquatics got new polar blue cichlid fry. Oh, you just moved him. Okay, good. See how he does in the shallower water. But make sure that you keep it warm. So, like, that's why I said float it in your actual tank, because then it, like, will stay the same temperature as your tank water, just kind of like when you're acclimating. Just give him some easy... Why do I keep doing this, you guys? Is this helping you, Josh, when I do this? Because for some reason my brain thinks that's helping you. Doofus. So, yeah, we got to figure out what's wrong with him. Did you just start doing this? Why do I keep doing this? I don't know. I treated the tank for parasites last week. Saw some fish flick. What did you treat it with? Was he cool before you treated him? What did you treat him with? You like that cup? See, Cichlid King Aquatics likes my cup, Big City Bettis. He's all right with crossing over to DC for a minute. About the shirt. The shirt's all right, though, right, Amber? It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Last 2 to 3 days, not been active, been real dopey. That's weird. Did you just get this rope fish? Is this new rope fish? Or is this a rope fish you've had for a while? I make everyone want to make another pot of coffee. Joseph, get in there and make it. I have like 4. Coffee is life. Fish flicking. He was lively before, during, and after. Just these last few days, he's been dopey. He's in with a black ghost knife, a Bichir, a clown knife, all his babies, and I've had him about 2 months. Black ghost knife and the clown knife might, well, the Bichir for sure is going to outcompete that rope fish for food. So you're going to have to feed pretty heavy for him to be making it. Have you seen him eat? I'm guessing you've seen him eat. You've had him for 10 months. They can go a long time without eating, but they'll get outcompeted for food because they're like super blind, and they're also really, really like gentle, so they won't like fight for the food. I've had them with Bichirs before, and they always get outcompeted for food. Resetting your snail trap, Sharpies Models and Aquatics. They get 1 bloodworm chunk 2 times a day, cut into 2 pieces so it doesn't all settle in one place. Yeah, you need to be pumping some more food into there. I got 4 rope fish in there, and they get 2 cubes of bloodworm and 2 cubes of beef heart once a day. So my guess is he's getting out competed for food, especially if you don't see anything else wrong with him. Like there's nothing externally wrong with him and you've had him for 2 months. So I'm guessing you treated like quarantine, treated for internal parasites because they're all wild caught. So they usually come in with some kind of internal parasite and sometimes a fungus. But if you don't see anything on him, my guess would be he's getting out competed for food. My screen is black. Why? Is anybody else's screen black? Yeah, when are you going to send Joseph the betta fish, and also which betta fish are you sending? I would like to know. I feed my 4 rope fish the same, says Cindy Lehman. Yeah, they like to. No, I did not brush my hair. Everybody quit thinking my hair is brushed right now. Like, you think this is brushed? Come on now. I took a shower last night. I braided it, and then I threw it back. And I wasn't even going to live stream today until like later tonight, but I don't know if that's still going down. So we'll see. Josh, all ropes are wild caught. Never knew that. Just checked his belly and it's a little bit red. He's 3 times bigger than the knife, obviously in length, but the knife is deeper in body. Yeah, he's getting out competed for food. What kind of substrate do you have him on? His belly's red. That's weird. But yeah, all rope fish are wild caught. They are not bred in captivity. They are all wild caught. That fish came out of Africa. So it comes with all of the fun things that come with having wild caught fish. They don't explain this to you in the pet stores. But yes, that is a wild caught fish that breathes about 70 to 80% atmospheric oxygen. So he's breathing outside of the water, not inside of the water. Let's see. When you set up and age out a tank or tanks without giving it away to some other fish mister, that's when you're going to get your betta fish. When you prove that you are worthy of a big city betta's betta fish. Hey, Pam. Are Bichirs 70 to 80% atmospheric? Yeah, they do air too. These are air breathers. Now, they still breathe through their gills, and ropefish do more atmospheric oxygen than Bichirs do, but these fish can live outside of water for quite a while. Ropefish have been known to go over 8 hours outside of water, and as long as they stay wet, they're fine, because they actually hunt in the wild outside. They will take terrestrial bugs and stuff and pull them back in the water and eat them. Yeah, they gulp air. You'll see them come up and grab a big gulp, run down. Then sometimes it's really funny. Sometimes they blow little bubbles out of their gills. There's a woman who keeps Bichirs out of water in moist conditions. Really, I haven't seen that ever. I would assume they need some water. Starlight bettas. I had a betta survive 9 hours out of water. Yeah, that labyrinth breathers, as long as they stay wet, man. Have you had too much coffee, Pam? What's Pam doing? Uh-oh. Joseph had a jumper yesterday, and Big City Betta said he had one set up, but he used it for killifish. And it's not a matter of deserving my fish. It's a matter of having a home for them. Yeah, Joseph, you can't just be filling tanks. Speaking of filling tanks, I have an empty 20-gallon now, and I don't know what to do with it. And what I really want to do with it is grow out some more Bichirs for this tank, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. We'll see. We shall see. Where'd that fatty go? Oh, he's up there in his log. What are you doing, little girl? Oh, good times. Is that duckweed? Ugh. I can't right now. Oh, she just keeps saying hi. Gar the same way. They gulp air and can live for hours out of water, even days. Snakeheads too, yeah. For sure. I don't know why this little Bichir up here is... Are you comfortable over there? Did you find yourself a little spot? What are you doing? This Bichir's up here in this log. Duckweed for life. No, not duckweed for life. I don't even know where I got duckweed. It popped up in that 20-gallon log over there. And then somehow my doofus self spread it to over here. And now I'm seeing a piece right there in my brand new 55-gallon that I literally just set up. And somehow there's a piece of duckweed in it because reasons. I'm starting to feel better. I can almost breathe. Bettas in the cocaina complex can survive in moist leaf litter. They will also revert to mouth brooding if conditions are bad for bubble nesting. Well, isn't that just a nice little snippet of information? Wild bettas are so cool. Yeah, I can't with the duckweed. I did not brush my hair. It's not brushed. It's not brushed. Oh, look, a ghost shrimp. That's a ghost shrimp right there. You probably can't see that. The lady with all the facts, the betta facts. Amber and her betta facts. Yeah, let's see. Where's that study I had about air breathers? Because there was a study they did back in the 80s. See, this is terrestrial capture of prey by the reed fish. There we go. Oxygen uptake in air and water in the air-breathing reed fish. This was back when it was called Caliomyctus calibaricus, but they changed that. The role of the skin, the gills, and the lungs. So this is from 1981 from Great Britain. And basically, during 2-hour exposure, it says somewhere, I thought look, this is the weird thing they put the fish in to figure out how it was breathing. They created this chamber, and all of this is water, and then this is water with air so that they can get their head up out so they can see how many times they breathe atmospheric oxygen, and then they can test the oxygen content in this water, they can test the oxygen content in this water, and they can test how much oxygen is being pulled from the air right here. Isn't that a crazy thing? This is like a little slip valve with a piece of a glove that they made. Isn't that weird? Yeah, they used a condom tip to occlude the fish's body right here in between. That's what it said. It literally says that in this study from 1981. Right there. They used an inverted funnel, kept them at 80 degrees, air exposure, blah, 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 blah. Where's the note? Increased skin perfusion could account for the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I can't find it. Maybe it's not this study. But anyway, yeah, like 80%. I don't think you can fit in it. Yeah. Best way to clear a bunged up nose is English mustard. 1 spoonful, hold it in your mouth as long as you can. I'm not doing that. Torture chamber for fish. We torture everything else. Well, I mean, it's studies. Sometimes you got to study some stuff. Temporal and seasonal abundance of fish species in the tropical rainforest river in Nigeria. This is all about the Udu Kingdom, which is where they come from in Nigeria, the Delta State. This is where your fish came from, Josh. Either right there or right there in Africa. It's the only places they come from. They have no substrate, by the way. Is that good? Yeah, it's better than having something rough on them. What else do I have in here? What other fish species coexist with ropefish in the wilds? Let's see. They're in this swamp. I don't want to say swampy area. It's like a marsh. Let's see if any of these pictures actually show up. You know what? I can show you the pictures on my phone since I'm not on my phone. I have video of where they actually came from because I had a exporter send a really crappy video camera out with his what do you call it? The farmers and stuff that bring the fish back to them for export. I had him send a video camera out and get me some video. So that's where they come from. See how still that water is? And this is all flooded. Like, this is all flooded marsh plain right here. And then he's going to pan over here in a second. This is all flooded with the stuff that comes out of it or whatever. This is what I'm trying to replicate. Right here. I'm sure there's killifish in there with them. I'm sure they would eat a killifish if they caught it. See, this is where they put the traps. This is like one of their boats. And that thing right there is one of the traps that they make. And they like kind of half submerge those traps in there. And it's all mud, sand, leaf litter, substrate. There's no gravel or anything in there. It's just swamp and mud. No, the water snakes don't go into the 55. The Bichirs went into the 55. That was their upgrade. And they're already in there. Let's see. Okay, I have... This is them making the traps that they use to trap the ropefish. Yeah, that's a brown frame aquarium. I didn't paint that. But yeah, this is how they make their reed traps that you can like barely see. Like I said, crappy camera phone is what was sent out. So there's the traps. There's what they make them out of. That's what they put down in their like reed traps. And they're weaving them together. Isn't that cool? Look how fast he is. Well, bam. Making ropefish trap. This is where your fish come from, Josh. I use round, small river pebble on my Bichirs. Is that okay, or do I need more than one, or are they fine alone? They're probably fine alone. They'll eat smaller ones. If you get like a really small Bichir, put it with a big Bichir, that big Bichir will eat the small Bichir. Wild caught from near there in Africa. Ornate Bichir. Yeah, Bichirs come from here too. So there's the ropefish. So they're pulling them out, and then they put them into these to take them into the collection point. Yeah, I really hope they're making a living wage too, but I mean, a living wage is going to be totally different there. So I don't really know. All I know is that they were kind enough to take a camera phone out into the middle of the jungle and get me those videos because I wanted to see the plant life. In America, they have brown wood grain plastic frames. Yes, we do. I got this for $40. I don't care what color it is. That's a cool idea. Josh says, I thought it would be cool to create a tank where the bottom, the substrate, is literally made of moss balls or moss balls that are ripped open and flattened. Yeah, or you could just grow algae on the bottom. That's what Lucas does. You got the same one for $40? Yeah, I got this on Craigslist for $40. It turned out nice. And if we scooch this way just a smidge, you might be able to see if he comes out. There's a big Bichir up in here, and then the little Bichir's over here. That lady on Lucas's video said she's been shocked many times, Dan. Yeah, I'm not getting an electric shock frame or electric catfish or anything like that. Can you order them straight from them so you can skip the middleman and give them the full amount of payment for the fish? No. Because they have to, they're so far out, so I don't have a map that'll show this, but like they have to get them into the city. So it takes like days for them to get them to the city, and then the city, the people at the exporter get them all ready and ship them straight out. So even if you bought them straight from the exporter, the money would not be going to the farmers that actually collect them. Do I know how old that tank is? They are a very thin glass sheet. I do not know how old this tank is. Don't jinx me. Need to paint the back so you can see them better. I'm not painting the back of it. I'm not into that. I don't know. I don't know why. Mostly laziness. Mostly laziness. I think they come out really well. She's right here. She's looking good, right? Focus camera, focus over there. It won't do it. What else? What else? Nothing really else is going on. Because I've been working on this, setting those guys up down there. My computer just went into battery saver mode. Holy crap, I gotta go get a power cord. Hang on. Power cord, power cord. I'm gonna need a power cord. Here it is. Plug it in. La la la, la la la. Look out, it's power cord. Does it reach? Can it reach? I hope it reaches. I hope it does. Oh my gosh, I think I broke it. No, I didn't. It's okay. Ha. Battery save mode that computer. Too late, Candy. It's in there. I wasn't watching the chat. I couldn't stop myself. Yeah, I didn't fall that time. Hello. JH Aquatics, either get more tanks or move to the States. Florida, maybe. Florida would be good. You can do outdoor tubs all the time. Or you can move to Indiana and live in my basement. Yes, Josh. I have seen the hair algae that used to be in Rachel O'Leary's Bichir tank. And to say that I'm envious of it is a severe understatement. I loved how that looked. Yeah, spider pig. Yeah, Infinite Awareness. You didn't see that video? It was not good. She'd been having a rough time. We need to do some serious supporting of Miss Rachel O'Leary because she's amazing, and I think she's getting a little tired of tanks breaking. Yeah, no es bueno. Muy malo. My heart. It hurt my heart. I'm stuck with purple algae. Purple algae. Wouldn't that be cyanobacteria? Look at how small you look in your big tank. Look how little you are. You're not as big as you think you are you? Ha ha ha. Oh, because the Bashir's apartment is looking a little sparse and empty. $5 super chat from Dan Slee. Thanks, Dan Slee. Yeah, I'm going to collect a bunch of money and get me some sweet decor for this at Aquashella. So does anybody think Agnostic's 90-gallon will fall through the upstairs floor? Possibly. Phil Emerson, what is up? How's it going? Now I can get them a sofa. Yeah. Do I have any shrimp? Do you have Asney shrimp? Asney shrimp. Joseph. Really? Asney shrimp? A-S-N-Y. How about A-N-Y? I have a ghost shrimp. I have like 2 ghost shrimp over here. And then I have 2 Amano shrimp down there. And that's as many shrimp as I have. I'm not a Neocaridina breeding, New York shrimp. I don't have any New York shrimps. I don't have, I want a bamboo shrimp. Yeah, she's full of it. She feels better. Yeah, hello. Back to being, whatever. I am not a shrimp, Densley. I am a hobbit. There's a difference. My bamboo shrimp lives in my stingray sump. The fact that you have a stingray sump is pretty awesome. I think you're glossing over the awesome fact there. Oh, so that's what happened to the angelfish at my parents' house. Andy was changing water and didn't think about it and started the washer on cold water, and they jumped the water all the way up to 90 degrees. Well played, sir. So now what are we getting? Infinite awareness. I don't know if you can have Neos with the amount of KH in your water. I'm not sure about it. Ask Shrimp God. He will know. It's probably not ideal. Then again, I'm not really into like the only reason I would keep a shrimp tank, like a Neo Caridina shrimp tank, is to do a Scriddles mix. Like, I'm not really into like the line breeding and the perfect, like, I love it. It's fantastic to look at Lucas's house. I'm glad he does it so I don't have to. But if I was going to keep a shrimp tank, it would just be a big Scriddles mix. No, yeah, I got that the stingrays aren't in the sump, but you have stingrays. You can't just go, oh, there's shrimps in my sump for my stingrays. The stingrays are the cool part. Also, shrimps are cool, but I think I want a bamboo shrimp. Neos are fine with the high mineral content. It's the Caridina who can't handle the KH. Yeah, Caridina cannot handle the KH. Or too much GH for that matter. Punji, my mom wants some of your rice fish. She's getting into the rice fish game. Rice fish are kind of cool because when they breed, they're pretty cool. You should get rice fish. I am down for the rice fish. He has that thing where he has 2 stingers in his tail. I don't know jack about stingrays other than they're cool. Shrimp in general keep the tank cleaner. They break down waste into smaller particles. However, they do make their own waste. You know what else does that? Snails. This 20-gallon right here, I really have to do like nothing to, even though it's retardedly overpopulated with snails. As long as I do water changes, this thing runs like clockwork because I don't even have to scrape the front. There's autosynclus in there, there's plecos in there, the catfish kick everything up, I got some ghost shrimp in there, and then the snails devour everything else. This thing is like a finely tuned machine. JH Aquatics is up to 5 shrimp tanks. How many shrimp tanks does Lucas have? All of them. So many shrimp tanks. And he's thinking about adding more shrimp tanks. And we're going to have to move an entire rack just so that we can put in more shrimp tanks. So that's going to be fun. I'm super excited about that. Uh-oh. There's a baby frog over there. She needs to get dressed. She just got out of the bathtub. She's feeling a little bit better. Freshwater clams are risky, man. Be careful with those, Phil. Hey, shush. Yeah, freshwater clams are a little bit risky. They tend to not get enough food, and then they die, and then they bomb your tank. Big City Bettas is going to lurk while she takes a shower. Time to actually be productive. I have jokes, Amber, but I can't say them. And also this, I can't with that right now. Her throat does not feel too bad. That's a nice smile there, Joseph. Her throat does not feel too bad. However, she's coughing like a seal now. But she's been getting better as the day goes on. So we're hoping that that works. If Lucas is Shrimp Jesus, does that make you the unspoken female disciple? No, it makes me a dragon ninja. Too hot for the live stream. Wasabi. No kidding. How big are your Bichirs and what do you feed them, says Matt, right? This, where you go? What's he, probably 5 inches? 6 inches? 5 inches? And that other one's probably 4. And I feed them, they get 2 cubes of bloodworm, 1 cube of beef heart every day. And sometimes they get some of that Massivore Delight stuff. But I got to be careful feeding that to them because it's kind of a big pellet. I do have central air. Why did you say humidifier? If anything, I need a dehumidifier. What kind of decor is that floating in the tank behind you? This is a turtle log that I found yesterday at PetSmart that is normally like a $30 ridiculous fake decor. However, they're clearing it out, and I got it for like $9. So I was like, the Bichirs will like that. And I think I'm going to try to grow some HC on top of it or some pearlweed. Clams are in my experimental tank. I have a 40 with 3 goldfish and a rosy red. Let us know how it goes. Oh, in her room at night for the steel cough dehumidifier. Yeah, we're already doing that. What is your favorite fish / aquatic animal? A ropefish. Yeah, get some pearlweed from Lucas instead of the guppy grass on the log. Yeah, the guppy grass ain't going to work. I just put that in there to add more bacteria and plants, and I had to put something in there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get some pearl weed or some HC. What do you mean about HC, Dansley? Oh, I made him rhyme. Ha ha ha. I just moved. Mine is not eating, says Matt Wright. Frozen foods generally are what works for the Bichirs. Bloodworms, always good. Beef heart as well works amazingly. What's the best no-content YouTube channel to subscribe to? Candy Overhauls. Caleb says, how dare you have a DC mug? He doesn't care. Harley Quinn. Man, y'all gonna make me do this? With your DC hate? Everybody hating on DC. Where's my Marvel mugs at? I need a generic mug. All the rest of my mugs are dirty. You're just gonna have to deal with my DC mug. I'm sorry, Caleb. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I will get a much more epic Marvel mug for future live streams just for Caleb. So sorry to disappoint. Yeah, I think the HC would stay on the log better. Do I have Central American cichlids? If so, what kind? Says Jack Perry. I have no cichlids. Oh, you're so adorable. Yes, you're very adorable. Hey, watch that cord right there, and you need to go get your glasses. Yes, because you can't see anything. Hey,
that little pretty girl on the video.
Who's that little pretty girl right there? Mwah.
Jaden.
Hey, it's Jaden. Oh no, Daddy has her glasses. Does Daddy have your glasses? Everybody says hi, Jaden.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Let's see.
Jaden May, glasses.
Okay, gotta run down the road and throw my work clothes in the dryer. Be back. So see you later, Pam. Go do what you need. Nana says hi, Princess. Are you feeling better? Yes.
Yeah, doesn't know that I'm feeling sick.
Nana doesn't know that you're feeling sick?
No. Fire!
Did somebody write a funny face on there?
Let's do the fire on there.
No, that's Dan Slee. He wrote a funny face. He says, someone's feeling better.
Yes, and he wrote this.
He wrote that to you, didn't he?
Yes, this fire.
Hey, watch it.
Come on, Jaden.
All right, now. Hey.
Jaden.
Jaden.
Let me in this video.
Jaden.
This is my thing. Hi.
This is your favorite time? Guess what? It's time to go watch a movie and have some lunch. You ready to go have a movie and some lunch? I think Daddy's going to make you some popcorn. You want to go help him make it?
Let's have some popcorn.
Go make some popcorn.
Come on, Luna.
She going to go make some popcorn.
Go get it.
Wasabi Tsunami. See you later. Dan Slee says hi, Bear.
What's up, everybody?
They are going to make some popcorn. Did I demo the new covers? Oh, Dad made covers for the 55. Check this out. Let's go up a little bit, and then you can see them. They're working pretty good. Polycarbonate. Is this polycarbonate? What is this, Dad? Oh, I broke it! See my lids?
You broke it?
No, I didn't break it. I just made that noise.
Alright.
Let's see here. I got these lights from Lucas. See this? The lid? No, you can't see it, can you? Hang on. Check it out. Lid. So everybody say, thanks, Dad, for the lids. Because now it doesn't sound like a giant waterfall in here. Oh, water drop. Oh, no. Where's my towel? There it is. Water spots. Water spots. Always on my tanks. I hate them. Okay, I'm going to OCD out. I can't do that. All right. What's my biggest tank? This one right here, 55 gallon. Spoonful of wasabi will clear your nose out too. Yeah, and it'll also clear some other things out I'm not ready for. Yeah, Dad made those covers, dropped them off this morning. I walked out my front door, opened it. There was covers there. I was like, yes. My dad is awesome. Oh, you're going to watch Shrek and eat popcorn? That's a good idea. So I don't know if this live stream is happening tonight that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm hoping I get an email back. Oh, wait. Oh, apparently it's not going to happen until next week. Sure. Apparently not till next week. We'll see if that goes down. Not 100% sure. It's a secret. Infinite awareness, it's a secret. Need to get some handles on those lids. Why? I think they're all right. Bichirs are happy. Look how little he looks in there. Oh my gosh. I don't suggest using Carolina Reaper to clear your nose unless you have a serious spice head. Yeah, I'm not eating a Carolina Reaper. Ever. I'm not eating a Trinidad Scorpion. I'm not eating a Carolina Reaper. You're going to be lucky if I eat some... Get out of here, bear. That's a bear paw. See that bear paw? What's up, Lunar Bettas? The husband likes the spicy stuff. He eats that spicy dip and he just sits over there going, "Oh, it's so hot!" And he keeps putting it in his mouth. Like, what are you doing?
Delicious. By the way, yeah, I'm about to eat some.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go eat some more of that. What a doofus! You're a doofus, bear. Yeah, I'm not using the spicy stuff to clean up my sinuses. I'm just gonna deal with my sinuses.
When the pop's longer.
I subscribe to the 54 Punchy school of getting better, which is chugging coffee and downing cigarettes. 0, Bob Dylan. Could you picture that infinite awareness? Could you put Tabasco's 6,000 Scovilles, Reaper 6 million? Yeah, that's a bit of a jump.
No, the last dab is 2 million.
The last dab, but like a Reaper, like Carolina Reaper, just a straight Carolina Reaper is good job, Candy. Carolina Reaper's like
they're gonna look it up.
A lot. Yeah, Dan already looked up. It's like Sharpie's Models and Aquatics already looked. It's like 6 million on the Scoville scale. We were watching Hot Ones this morning. I don't know if you guys watch that on YouTube. Guy makes people eat hot wings that are covered in hot sauce, and it's hilarious. Yeah, you do need to bring over the ropefish pond so we can finish it because everybody's ready for it. Nose runs, eye runs, mouth runs.
Ears.
Yeah, everything runs when you get into that. No, es bueno. It smells like popcorn in here now. I can smell things. I can smell it. Amazing. I used to be a real spice head. Me and my dad used to eat like everything spicy, and I still use fire sauce at Taco Bell. I'm not like a total noob or a wuss or anything, but I just don't have time to recover from it. Like, I can eat it, and I can deal with the pain. I don't have time to be like a snotty, weeping mess all the time.
You might have to wear your headphones.
But I definitely need spice in things so that it tastes good. Yeah, I'm getting hungry now too, Joseph. This is ridiculous. I can smell popcorn. I haven't eaten all day. You made me get on and do a live stream looking like this. I want tacos too.
I made you.
Will you go get me tacos, Bear?
No. We have tacos in the day. We can't have tacos for dinner.
Will you go get them?
I'll go get them. It's not dinner time, though.
It's close enough to dinner
No,
time.
it is not.
I'm going to make the bear get tacos.
How old do you think we are?
I don't know. I feel like I'm about 62.
Yeah, well, I got 80.
If the government's asking, I'm 65 and I'd like my social security
Well, I
check.
got 80-year-old arms, so I guess that makes us for
Not having a sense of smell does grant some immunity to the heat, I'm sure.
or farts.
You don't know spicy till you try Ethiopian food. Yeah, I generally don't eat at places where, like, I can't pronounce the food items. I'm very American when it comes to food, like meat and potatoes. Put fire on it, and then I'm gonna eat it. I mean, I'll try anything. I love a good gyro, but that's because I just know that it's lamb and tzatziki sauce or cucumber sauce or whatever. Like, I don't really branch out that much. I'm not very, unless it's like pastries or some kind of sweet. Like, yeah, I have zero sophistication in my palate. I'm like macaroni and cheese and steak and potatoes. Joseph, why don't you just come live in my basement? You can cook for me. We'll expand my palate. You can put as many fish tanks as you want down there. Do whatever you want down there. And get a betta. And we'll put a betta in there. And then you can cook for me. So I don't have to eat just macaroni and cheese. Let's see. When the chef is wearing a gas mask to protect himself from the hot sauce, you know it's going to be good. No, if you have to sign a waiver to eat food, you shouldn't be putting it into your body. If you have to wear gloves to put it in your mouth, what do you think it's doing to your mouth? I have an ulcer, like, that would burn right through my body. Yeah, you can just put up a whole rack of betta fish, and all you got to do, your only rent, is you got to come upstairs and cook dinner every night. Yeah, and my dad can charge you rent. No, I'm going to charge him rent, and it's going to be in the form of food. And you can't charge me rent either. Yeah, I know. The ulcer is from the coffee, not from the hot peppers. I'm very aware. And yet, like a drug addict, right down back in the coffee I go. Pam's back. Hey, Pam. Tell him how me and you get better. We just drink lots of coffee and smoke lots of cigarettes and wait for the sickness to go away. Right? Right. Okay. It's a kiss from your caffeine. It's just a little present from the coffee gods. Cabbage will help heal my ulcer. The only time I ever eat cabbage is in a spring roll or a egg roll. Oh, now I want Chinese food.
Whoop, whoop.
Will you get Chinese food and tacos?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, gross. Smoke kills the bugs from the oxygen starvation. That's right. Eat a vegetable. No, I don't want to. Potatoes are vegetables. I eat lots of potatoes. I eat potato chips. I think I have a very high salt content. Haley, do you really want him living in your basement? JH just lurking down there, making fish porn, filming his live stream, conserving species. Noble, but also sort of creepy. Yeah, but, yeah, no, that would be absolutely amazing. I need a basement troll named Joseph who just lurks down there with his filming things and toiling in his water tanks. And then he comes up and he makes amazing food, and then he goes back down in the dungeon. Yeah, I'm down with it. I hear you cook pretty well as well, though, Amber. So I'm not opposed to putting you down there either. Yeah, we can call it the Blackwater Dungeon. I already painted it black. There was some green stuff on my plate today at lunch. I wasn't sure what it was, but it didn't look edible, so I left it. It's generally what I do. Raccoon in the attic, troll in the basement. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, too. I have high-speed internet, Joseph. I pay out the nose for it. So high-speed internet, not a problem. Because the bear likes to game, so I have to have the highest stuff so that he can game without lag. Yeah, for sure. I've had people live in that basement before. It's not too bad. Bring all your crap. Get it off the island. Come live in my basement.
Don't leave the island. It's warm down there.
No, it's cold in the basement. I put a heater down there, though. It'll be fine.
Dip potatoes?
It'd be really scary for me because I don't have a basement, Punchy. You have a crawl space? Hope you got a big basement because I'm putting my bike in it. Don't eat that bear. You're going to destroy your colon.
I've had it checked already. I'm fine. Yeah, I got high-speed internet. I have a propane stove, so it's like actual fire, none of that electric crap. The only thing I don't have is a dishwasher, or like a regular dishwasher. I have a dishwasher. It's named the Bear. You just give your dishes to the bear, and the bear washes them. I make sure they get clean. Dishwasher don't get.
Yeah, we know you don't like dishwashers. Blah, 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 blah. Don't destroy your colon, Bear.
It's delicious.
He can't help it. He loves jalapenos. I just tried to breathe my coffee. Hang on a second. Every once in a while,
My brain forgets that I'm not a fish, and I try to breathe my coffee in. What's up, Rob93? Hang on, I'm trying to die. Woo! Okay. Haley cannot breathe coffee. Look, and I just reached for it again. Like, more coffee will help with my dying. Cannot inhale coffee. Okay, hang on. I'm having all kinds of problems, you guys. All kinds of problems.
You didn't have pneumonia. You didn't have.
Yeah. If I didn't have pneumonia before, I have coffee pneumonia now. Coffee pneumonia. If he destroys his colon, would it become a semicolon? I don't know. If he destroys his colon, I don't have the money to pay for it. I think I got it. Coffee's not. I think we're okay. Is everybody okay? Oh, yeah, Bichirs and all, Bob. Look. I don't want to show them your dip that's going to end up costing me $20,000 in hospital bills. They don't want to see your dip. Get away, Bear. I am. Yeah. Bichirs and all. Don't they look amazing? I love it. I'm a fan. The big one really likes this log up here, so it's chilling up there. Show the dip. No, I'm not showing the dip. Bear, give me your freaking dip.
I knew they went to big.
Dan! Look, it's dip. It's dip
Jalapenos, big old chunks.
with jalapenos in it. Jalapeno popper dip. That's it. That's what he's eating. He needs to stop eating it because he's going to rip out his colon. I'm trying to die, and all you guys care about is the dip. How to attract a bear? Dip. The dip has feelings too. That dip has no feelings. That dip is like a serial killer. Is he eating it with a spoon? No, he's eating it with nacho cheese Doritos. That's baby strength dip, Bear. Man up. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics calling you out. Need some better dip.
Tell me what it is, and I'll try it.
The bear is a dip. Mr. B, what's up? I sound like crap now. I sounded really good before I tried to inhale some coffee. Now I sound like I can't breathe. Man up to habanero dip. Aw, Buddy's getting old. That's okay. We still love Buddy.
I'll try it.
We're going to get you a puppy eventually. Dip lives matter. Dip lives do not matter. I'm not sniffing that dip. I just tried to breathe coffee. I'm not really having a great time right now. Ugh. Did you hear that? Ugh. Buddy's going to be 11 years old next month. That's how old Diesel is. You're 11, aren't you, Diesel? Yeets ago. What's a yeet? Yeets ago? Years ago? What are you talking about, Brandon? Man. I don't know what else I got to do today. I thought I was doing that live stream tonight, but now I don't know.
No, we'll do another live stream.
I'm starting to feel better. Missed you when you came on family visit, yeah. Go take care of your nose. We want to watch the empty tank for a minute. Good, because I'm going to go blow my nose.
Ooh, so hot.
Okay. I think I'm better. I think I got it. Who wants to live stream with Haley? Yeah, who wants to live stream with me? I'm trying to set up this live stream with this other pet tuber. We're supposed to go today, but apparently he set up something else, and he's not doing it till next week. I don't know what changed, but okay. Thinking of pulling in a person a week into my live stream for stories. What do you think? I'm down with that. If we plan it for the right time during the week, I can do it. Oh, she moved to Bichirs. Yeah, I moved the Bichirs. They're in here. I know it looks empty, but it's not. That's a Bichir tail right there. Right there. Why no live stream tonight? I don't know. He just emailed me back and was like, his next slot was, we like talked about it all being today, and then he's like, my next slot's next week. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm surprised I got the Bichirs in there with all those plants as well. It was really rough, Dan. It was really, really rough. And also, your sarcasm bleeds through the chat. It's amazing. And I love it. We need a channel where we all do like a panel. Like we all get on together and talk. Joseph. I was trying to set that up today, but Amber's being whiny about her black eye. And Joseph is being mopey and needs to come hang out. Oh, Bear. You just sit over there, Bear. We don't need your help, Bear. No one's live friendly at 5 a.m., but we do it. I don't know anyone's first name. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Well, 54 Punchy is Pam. Dan Slee is Dan Slee. Kaylor's Aquatics is Bob. I don't know. Amber is Big City Bettas. Joseph is JH Aquatics. Who else have I used their first name? Lunar Bettas is Mindy. First name, roll call. I think Candy said she'd join me after she finishes editing her first video, says Dan Slee. Yeah, right. Full Moon Aquatics' name is Michelle. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics is actually named John. We don't know what 54 Punchy's name is. It's a big secret. I think her name is Pammy Cakes. Oh, Pammy Cakes. Starlight Bettas is Becky. Hello, Becky. See, now you guys are going to tell me all these names. I'm going to have to remember them, and then I'm going to feel bad when I forget them. But I'm not going to forget them. Yes, it is Pammy Cakes. Your name is Pammy Cakes. I would like to introduce you all to 54 Punchy. Her name is Pammy Cakes, and she enjoys long walks on the beach and romance novels. And she likes to volunteer with her local teen, I don't know. I've taken this too far. It's such crap. I can't even continue it. Yeah, Kim Fisher. That's my mother, if anybody wants to know. And her name is actually Kim. Dan Slee, you can't say that. You're going to get hurt. No, 54 Punchy works for Tetracolor Tropical Granules. She's actually a spy. She's a plant. They planted her into YouTube to try and convert us all to Tetracolor Tropical Granules. And so far, the only one she's been able to get is Lucas. It's weird. There's a lot of dark web stuff happening behind the scenes that you guys just don't know about. 54 Punchy is actually a computer program designed by Tetra to market their granules. Oh, Rob93 uses them. She got him too. Yeah, Pam will make sure you get what's coming for that. I think Joel's going to get it too because Pammy Cakes is one thing, but Joel, you've gone too far. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics says they are the dark web. It took them to their subconscious. What is that, like Johnny Mnemonic? It's all plugged in there. Thought Nightbot was a real person. Nightbot is a real person. Nightbot is like Jarvis. Look at that. Yeah, Nightbot's like Jarvis. Anybody? Jarvis? No? Okay. Yeah, the Bichirs are super happy. Been going for an hour now. Are we going to keep going, Joseph? Am I allowed to end this live stream, or do you need me to continue rambling in the background of your house or apartment or whatever? Yeah, this is my arowana tank. This is where I keep my Asian arowana. I know it's a weird-looking Asian arowana. I got it from a backyard breeder who, you know, he said it was an Asian arowana. It's supposed to be a blood red. No? No? This is Senegalese Bichir, people. I feed tetracolored tropical granules thanks to Punchy. After all those super chats, I had to try it, says Brock Akan. Nightbot is a jerk. I did not say Arapaima. The Arapaima comes in next week. I'm going to put it in the 20-gallon long. How many has Lucas influenced? I don't know. A lot, probably. A lot.
Dumb dog. Yeah. I bet you're not on fire now.
On Mark Shrimp stream. Is Mark Shrimp streaming right now? She only needs to convert one. Who's getting an Arapaima? No one. No one should ever get an Arapaima. Why would you do that?
He just looked up some dip off the floor.
Unless you are... The dog did? Uh-oh. He's not happy about that, is he?
Nope, I'm trying to get it up.
Diesel just licked some of that dip that the bear dropped on the floor. He licked it off the floor. Come here, Diesel. Is your mouth on fire? I think he's all right. Yeah, the only person that needs / is getting an Arapaima would be Ohio Fish Rescue, and that is because they are epically awesome. And I cannot even begin to tell you the shade of green that explains my envy for not being at Ohio Fish Rescue with Lucas this weekend. Like, I'm a ridiculous level of jealous. Yeah, dog's mouth's on fire. I think he's okay, though. He's not whining or nothing. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics. I bought Touch Color. Good enough for LRB. Good enough for me. It's good enough. It works on all of his stuff. I just really like to feed, like, a retarded amount of different foods. Like, I almost have more collectoritis for fish food than I do for fish. Yeah, Ohio Fish Rescue is epic. And it's also a plague-free environment, so I'm not allowed. And he does have an epic. I don't even think his hair is, like, I guess you could call it a mullet. But I don't call it a mullet at this point. His hair is just epic. And I love it. Lunar Bettas does not want a fish that could kill her eventually. Big City Bettas, I need to go figure out what I'm making for dinner. I was going to do quiche, but now I want spicy food because y'all kept talking spicy. I want quiche. Just come to my house. I'm so hungry. I'm going to have to eat Taco Bell.
I want tacos. I want Chinese.
The bear wants Chinese food. And I want Taco Bell. Maybe I do want Chinese food. I don't know. Spicy quiche. Yeah. Isn't that, do they make spicy quiche? Full Moon Aquatics wants sushi, and that's just wrong.
Oh.
Sushi. I can't eat the sushi. Let me tell you a story. Here, we're on this with a story. I can't eat sushi. I used to love sushi. I ate it all the time. Spicy Chinese food. Yes, Bear? Yes. Okay. I used to eat sushi a lot. I thought I was the coolest person in the world because I ate sushi. And then I went on a trip with my school. I think it was like 6th grade or something like that. We went to St. Louis. And we were all given a $20 bill to go and get lunch from wherever we wanted to get lunch from. And there was there was good places to get lunch, but this doofus right here decided I'm too cool for that. And I went to the gas station because I was just going to get a bag of chips, and they had sushi at the gas station. And I was like, I'm so cool. I'm going to eat sushi around all these people that are eating these burgers, and I'm going to look super cool, right? I've never had food poisoning that bad in my life. gas station sushi, 9 out of 10, do not recommend. And I can't even eat sushi anymore because of it, because every time I even see sushi, I get like PTSD flashbacks of the gas station sushi that tried to murder me, and I can't do it anymore. Cannot do it. Chipotle steak wraps from Subway are so good, though. That sounds amazing. Mollitus epicus. That's right. Pickled eggs and ghost chili pork rinds. Woo-hoo. Sushi's one of those things you don't get from cheap places. Yeah, 6th grade me didn't know that. 6th grade me just thought I was cool. I'm so cool. Truck stop McDonald's. Truck stop McDonald's is about McDonald's level. Gas station sushi, not okay. Not okay. Not no LA chain. My cat's sitting on the counter in the kitchen, pushing boxes off, looking at me like, what you going to do? That's how cats are, man. Tech Turtle, you're super late, man. Super late. Why do we always end up talking about food, people? We always end up talking about food. Neil's still alive? Yeah, I learned a lesson. Don't eat gas station sushi. Yeah, cats will do things that are vengeful. A lot. And not give two qualms about it. They're just like, yeah, I did that. Neil's not really getting better. He's just Neil. I mean, she's swimming around. She looks like she's getting skinnier, but like all the lesions and stuff that were on her are gone. She just looks really lethargic. Harley Quinn mug, Ruby Peaches. Look at that. See, she likes my DC mug. It's okay. This is my one DC mug. It's acceptable. I need a Thor mug, though. JC Aquatics, what's up? Randy's threatening to wear house slippers and his robe to Home Depot. Can't go to a sushi restaurant in that. You could. I got an epic mug for Valentine's Day. It's covered in pictures of my fur buddy cat, Zach. That's awesome. Yeah, my mom, Haley not living at our house, has cut down on the animals here. Yeah, I used to hide animals in the basement. I used to just bring things home. One day I showed up with a giant snake, and I was like, "Can Dad come out here and help me move this snake in?" Okay, there's Aquatics. I'm out of town, so you can end it now. Drives over. It's not all about you, Bob. Leftover wasabi on a dare. I was puking pine tree death all night. No more sushi for this girl, or gin, or wasabi. None of it. Yeah, I can't drink vodka anymore either. Tech Turtle, I plan on having a puffer in his new tank by the 22nd, and a video should be out by the 28th. Right on. Ryan Connell, do you think I can put an avocado puffer and a Bichir in the same tank? Risky. Doesn't have the same parameters. What's an avocado puffer wanting to be at temperature-wise? Bronze puffer. Bronze puffer. Avocado puffer. The golden puffer. Malaysia. Can you give me some parameters here? Maybe. I bet you he tries to take a bite out of that Bichir, though. And I bet you if he's small enough, the Bichir goes the other way. Oh, great. Yeah. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics remembers a laxative story for Wednesday, Pam. Because then we don't have to hear it on Tuesday. Candy for the win. Look, I had all my notes ready for this freaking live stream tonight where I was going to, like, call some stuff out. Nah, whatever. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. Who ate a whole bar of X-Lax? What are you guys talking about? My brother did that. Mom was at the gas station for hours. Ha 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 ha. Diesel, did you need some water? Is your mouth all hot? He's going for the water pretty hard there. Is it spicy?
Yeah, it was.
Did you get some spicy dip? A fish story from my childhood. My parents put up a fish tank in my bedroom, me and my sister's bedroom when we were kids. And I can tell you that the story that most often comes up about fish in our house is about my sister and that fish tank. And my sister, in her genius little toddler self, decided to take all of the fish out of the fish tank and line them up on the toy box that we had. And then she ran into my parents where they were at in the kitchen, and she said, Mommy, come quick, the fish are dying. My mom came in there, all the fish are lined up on the toy box, and my mom says, why did you take the fish out of the fish tank? And she looks at her with a very straight face of a toddler who has no clue what's going on, and she says, because, Mommy, they were going to drown. True story. My sister did that. Craziness. I have no clue what those fish were. I'm sure my mom probably remembers, but yeah. She killed them all. I mean, bettas can technically drown, but yeah, starlight bettas, it wasn't bettas. It was probably like guppies or swordtails or something. Pam, aren't you supposed to already be at work? Go to work, Pam. Go to work. Yeah, swordfish. Okay, yeah. So swordtails, not swordfish, Mom. Swordtails. My little lunar bettas. My little sister put bubble bath in my tank when we were little so they could have a bubble bath. Huh. 54 Punchy. My daughter drowned her hamster in the potty chair. She doesn't like me to remember that. Oh my gosh. That's like some take her to a therapist type stuff. Sharpies, Models, and Aquatics. I gave the playgroup my girlfriend works at a couple of snails for their goldfish tank. One of the kids added a bunch of non-water snails. Ugh. No es bueno. We also had a pleco, a common pleco, because, you know, it was that furry. Everybody had that tank, man, that community tank when they were growing up. If your parents weren't into fish, but they got you a fish tank, everybody had that community tank that had, like, swords and all kinds of other stuff in it, and always had a common pleco. Always had a common pleco. Common pleco is always the last thing to go. That thing would not die. My mom was ready to be done with that fish tank. She shut the whole thing down. She turned off the filter. She turned off the heater. And that pleco would not die. It would not. She could not get rid of it. She could not. It wouldn't go down the toilet. It became a thing in our house, this pleco. Starlight Betta. When I was a kid, I had 2 goldfish in a tiny tank, and my friend's little sister has to feed them, and I said no because I'd already fed them. When I left, she dumped the entire thing of food in because they looked hungry. Yeah. Told her no, and she snuck back in and did it anyway. Yeah, you can't. That's why all my fish food is up high, because that way no little toddlers find fish food and go, they are, Oh, my sister says I do not have the copyright to that story. Pleco in the driveway. I have a platform and she doesn't. Tech Turtle. I killed a bird when I was like 2. I don't remember. It landed on my arm, and I slung my arm, and there was a wall right behind me. Mom said I cried for 2 days. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah, Pam brought Storytime over to my stream, and then she left. So now I got to deal with Storytime. Yeah, I've seen my big thing was I used to always end up with birds that died because all the kids in town knew that I like harbored animals. Like any animal that I could get my hands on was mine. So people would like find a bird with a broken wing, or a bird that'd been hit by a car, or a baby bird that fell out of a nest, and they would show up at my house and be like, "Here, do you want this?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." So I would constantly have like birds in the basement, or I'd be like trying to give some bird CPR that had been hit by a car, and you can't really give a bird CPR, you just crushing its little sternum. I was a kid, I didn't know. I was just trying to save its little life. So yeah, saw a lot of birds die. I also used to keep raccoons, well, not keep raccoons, but I used to rehabilitate raccoons as a wildlife rehabilitator. And I did have one time that went south, and I thought the best option was to euthanize it, and that was horrible. I hate that, but it was better than what was going on. So yeah, everybody's got that day. Yeah, and you'll never forget it. I will never ever forget that baby raccoon that I had to put down. What about the parakeet in the barn? Yeah, I had a parakeet. Okay, all right, real talk. We'll tell the parakeet in the barn story, okay? Because this was my fault, and I felt horrible about it. But you know what? Whatever. I was a kid. Instead of having like dolls and stuff, I had farm toys. Like I had a plastic barn and like little plastic animals and fences and stuff where I could put my cows and my sheep and all this. So I had a parakeet. And I was like, I'm going to put the parakeet in the barn because that'll be fun, right? There's a giant bird in the barn. Ooh, you know? So and I forgot that there's a back door on the barn. So the bird got out the back door of the barn, and my dog at the time attacked it, and it died in my hands. And I was like, Mom. And my sister and I co-owned this parakeet. So when my sister saw that I had the bird like dying in my hands, it all became my fault because I'm a horrible person, and you know, it died. What do you do? There's always everybody's got that story, you know, where it just like breaks your little heart. But also, in my defense, I may have been the one that was the one that made the parakeet eat their demise. But if we're talking on the real here, I had rabbits, like show quality, expensive rabbits that I used to breed. And my sister won a rabbit at one of my rabbit shows. And this was not a show quality rabbit. This was a crappy little pet rabbit. And that little sucker got the sniffles or snuffles or whatever you want to call it. It's a really bad rabbit sickness that like spreads like wildfire. It's like super, super contagious. That little thing got the sniffles, spread it to all my expensive rabbits, killed every one of my rabbits, and that's on her. It's because she shouldn't have entered that raffle. I told her not to. I'm like, where are you going to put this rabbit if you win it? Because the only person that has rabbit cages is me. And those are my expensive show rabbits, and you're not into rabbits. So, yeah, we're not going to get into all the fights me and my sister had because, dang. But I love her. So I'll take the parakeet, but she's taking all my expensive rabbits. These are fun stories, people. These are fun stories. Leave Chachi out of this. Yeah, Chachi. That's what she named that rabbit too. I remember that. So I kept thinking, why'd you pick a B character to name your rabbit after? That's the most B character in Happy Days, and that's what you're gonna name your rabbit after? Whatever. Whatever. Do I have any other weird animal stories? I don't want to tell any more death stories. It's no fun. That's no fun. What's going on down here? Why do I hear water? Oh, because there's fish tanks. Anyhow. Anybody else doing anything cool today? Is anybody else live streaming today? Where's my phone? Look at this dragon I got, guys. I'm going to repaint this into a dragon ninja. I found this at Lucas's house. He was cleaning out some stuff, and he was going to throw it away because it's all jaggedy. I'm going to fix his little tooth right here so that he has all his teeth, and take this crap out of him because he doesn't need that. And we're going to turn this into a dragon ninja, and we're going to sit it in the new fish room. Because I'm not putting that in a fish tank, because that's not something that would go in a fish tank. I'm not really one for the ornamental things. I'm building a betta barracks for 100 fish, says Luna Bettas. That's sweet. Candy needs to go eat. Are you guys satisfied with the length of this live stream? Because I think we need to let Mod God go eat. Yeah, I don't really do decor in the tanks, Starlight Bettas. That's why it's still sitting there. I think it's just going to be like an on-the-shelf kind of decor thing. Yeah, I got to eat too. I got to send the bear out for some apparently Chinese food. Maybe they're a little Bichir. They look so little in that tank. A third of a gallon on a sump. Thanks for showing up, Mr. B. Thanks for showing up, Mr. B. What time is it? 4:25. I got a little longer. Oh, my mom and my brother are about to go to Metro Diner. Well, why don't you grab me some chicken and waffles, drop it off on your way back through? I could eat that. Chicken and waffles? It'll be my grow out system for my babies. Oh, no, that's my sister. My sister and my brother are going to Metro Diner, and they're going to bring me back some chicken and waffles. That's so awesome of you. I love you. You're the best sister ever. By the way, do you know where I can get a light replacement? I have that same 36-gallon bow front that you have your rope fish in. I bought a new light for that. So this light here on top of my 20-gallon is actually the light from the 36-gallon that came with like the whole kit or whatever. I went out and I bought the AI Prime. Well, I didn't buy it. My mother bought it for me for Christmas because she loves me. The AI Prime freshwater light for the ropefish. No chicken and waffles for me because I'm a story thief. I gave you credit for doing it. I need chicken and waffles. Now I really want Chinese food. Dang it, Bear. Bear, you messed up Amber's whole diet for the night.
Why?
She was going to make quiche, and now she wants Chinese food.
Chinese food is delicious.
So is quiche. I went back to the store I got it from, and they don't sell the lights that go into the hood. That's weird. Yeah, that's like a weird LED. I don't think you're replacing that. My advice is buy a totally new light. I broke it like 4 years ago, and it's been lightless this whole time. I believe to use someone else's story involves payment. What do I have to say to you to get you to bring me some chicken and waffles? That's all I want to know. That is all I want to know. Give me money. Done. Done deal. You need to get Chase so I can just send you the money. No, I bank with First National. See you later, Tech Turtle. See you later. I'm almost at an hour and a half here, guys. Now, scratch the chicken and waffles. I think we're getting Chinese food. Amber, I think you're right. I think it's Chinese food. 25 and snowing at 54 Punchy's house, in case anyone was wondering. What's happening outside of our house? It was cold and horrible out there. Yeah, it looks like it's cold and horrible out there. How goes the light pink ram's horn tank? I don't think they're breeding yet. I don't think I'm putting enough food in there for them to breed. So they want to up the food level, but because they're in such a small tank, I'm afraid to put too much food in it because I'm really afraid that I'm going to not have good water quality in there if I do that. So I've got a bunch of them. I'm just not seeing them breed out like I want to. Stay tuned, Dansley. Punchy, you keep saying you're getting dressed and going to work, but you're still here with us. Oh, you'll bring me waffles if I get you some crab rangoon. Well, we can make this happen. See, we're going to go Chinese food one way, and you're going to go the other way to Metro Diner, and then we're going to meet at my house, and we're going to eat chicken and waffles and Chinese food. And it's going to be a glorious Sunday. Deal. Still trying to catch 2 coolie loaches, and they're killing you. Good luck, Hobbit Habits, with catching them coolie loaches. I made the bear catch these guys because these are the bear's fish. The only reason I keep these fish is because the bear loves them. So this keeps my significant other into the fact that I have many, many other tanks because he still has his fish. So I made him move them, and this guy put up a fight, let me tell you. Because this is the biggest net that I own. Okay? Let me just show you how he doesn't fit in there. And bigger net. I need a bigger net. We have to have dinner with Andy's parents and niece. No, you don't. You have to come to my house and bring me chicken and waffles, and I will give you a crab rangoon. Starlight Bettas didn't even get snow until 2 weeks ago. So much for a white Christmas. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Enjoy your silver lining. Yeah, winter should be over. I agree. I hate it. I'm over it. I don't want it. I'm done with it. Starlight Bettas. My boyfriend made me keep one of my juvenile bettas for him. Yeah, like, if you can get your significant other into one fish and keep that fish for them so that when they come down and they see your ridiculous amount of water in tanks and they're like, this is nonsense, they can zone in on that fish they like and realize that it's all okay. It's all okay. It's a family meeting, so I'll bring some after. What's a family meeting? Family meeting? Whatever. All I need is a waffle. And not a cold waffle. I don't want the afterwards waffle. Like, you just swing that waffle by me before you go to your meeting or whatever. If I feed Riker while he's not in the room, he gets mad at me. Yeah. That's how you get him into it. Hubs just rolled his eyes when you said that and said he wants a dolphin. I am down with getting a... There are freshwater dolphins, Lunar Betta's husband. Have her look them up. They're amazing. You're going to need a really big tank, but they're amazing. Get you a freshwater dolphin. Get it. Dolphin fish. No after waffles. Yeah, I don't want the afterwards waffle. You don't want an afterwards waffle. You want a nice hot waffle. Afterwards waffle is just a weird looking pancake. Starlight Bettas, my boyfriend wants an axolotl, but I don't have room. See, I don't have room for these guys either. This is the biggest tank I have right now, and it's dedicated to a fish that's my husband's fish. But this fish allows me to have all the rest of my fish because it keeps him off my back. Guess who gets to flood the basement now? Apparently, my mother has gotten her phone back from my sister. Will you tell her to bring me a waffle, please? A big waffle? I need a waffle. Starlight Bettas, my sister is my landlord who lives upstairs. I'm forbidden from having more tanks. Ask forgiveness, not permission. I do not want any waffle. I specifically do not want an after waffle. I specifically want a right now waffle. You will take it over now that it... I'm not going to take it over. I'm going to let the Bichirs have it. I'm going to add some more Bichirs probably. Yeah, but my initial reaction when I first set it up was maybe the Bichirs don't need to go in there. Maybe I get some clouded archers. And then I was like, no, I did this for the Bichirs. It's even in my tenancy agreement. No thanks, she'd murder me. Haha, she knew your button when she wrote that up, didn't she? Fortunately, my landlords did not. They didn't know what I was capable of. Actually, they totally did. Honestly, they're lucky that it's fish, though, because I used to have a giant reptile room. But that was in an apartment where I was specifically not supposed to keep any animals, and I specifically had an entire room dedicated to reptiles that had a lock on the door for when maintenance came over. I was very, very nervous that they were going to find my giant stash of reptiles. And then when I lived at my parents' house, I had a giant snake, a giant rat cage. I had 2 rat cages. One of them was giant, one of them was small. Dog, raccoons. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a... I'm watching you and it makes me nervous, yeah. I'm getting a little nervous too. Now that I've added this 55. Sky's the limit. No, I got to get into the basement because I'm really testing the limit on these floors. Really testing the limit on the weight on the floors. Dad said it was okay though. And that's all that matters. And that's all that matters. Oh God. What is it? Oh, it's my sister. It does not say she's bringing me a waffle. Well, I don't care then. That's why it sucks to rent from friends and family. You can't just sneak around and pretend nothing's living in your closet when it's someone you know. Starlight Bettas, I'm not allowed pets besides the fish I have and my dog. Sounds like you're allowed pets because you have fish and a dog. Add a cat, see what happens. But yeah, I agree. Time to move. I agree with Anthony's fishy friends. If you're not allowed, time to move. Sharpie's Models and Aquatic. Good thing about UK homes not having basements. Thick concrete floors downstairs. I have a basement. And it has a thick concrete floor, but it leaks. I got to get everything moved down there. Really pushing the weight. Really pushing the weight. Yeah, rent is all crazy. Like, I don't understand how people think people are supposed to live. Whatever. Welcome to America. It's the American dream. Everything is expensive. Yeah, I did always let it out of the bag when I had something hidden down there. My general response when I had something in the basement that I didn't want my parents to know about, when they got home from work, I would go, "Don't go in the basement," as if they were going to go down there. Totally let myself right out the bag. Infinite Awareness. How do you feel about Ohio Fish Rescue? I missed what you said about it. Please let me know. I feel like I want to live there, and also I am super, super, unbelievably super jealous that Lucas got to go and I didn't get to go. And what's that Bashir doing up there like a doofer? What are you doing, doofer? Are you playing in the water? In the outflow from the filter? A bunch of weirdos. Yeah, super, 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 unbelievably super jealous. And I'm going to send them my resume and tell them I'm very small and I'm willing to get into tanks and clean from the inside.
I'm not moving to Ohio.
We don't have to move to Ohio. I already drive really far for work anyway. I'll just drive. Ohio Fish Rescue is Lucas's retirement home. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's all messed up, Starlight Bettas. Ooh, I didn't hear that. So what's your opinion about what Corey said about the rescue, that it is basically a front for a hoarder? I never heard him say that. But let's be real honest with each other here. Isn't all of our hobbies really just kind of a front for hoarding? Like, hoarding is a sliding scale. He said that in his last live stream. I wasn't paying attention. But hoarding is a sliding scale. Some of us call it collecting. Lucas calls it collectoritis. Some of us call it multi-tank addiction. It gets a little different when you're into like the fuzzy animals, because then you become a real like hoarder because you have too many animals. Here's my opinion on the whole hoarding thing. If your animals are taken care of and you don't have so many that there are some that get 0 time per day because you have so many that you just can't make it to that next animal, you're doing all right. If you can financially afford it and you have the time, do what you want to do. Everyone's entitled to their opinion about what's going on, but honestly, Ohio Fish Rescue is, whether he's a hoarder or not, I don't really care, because look at what he has done. His animals are well taken care of. All the tanks are clear. He's got huge tanks for all of those. And Big Rich is an amazing person. So whether he's hoarding or not, I don't really care what word you put on it. He's doing awesome things. He's taking care of fish that shouldn't even be in the hobby, honestly. If we really want to get down to brass taxes, arapaimas should not be in the fish hobby. But we all know there's monster fish keepers out there. There are. They're going to keep them. They're going to get red tails. They're going to get bass. They're going to get arapaima and arowana, and it's going to happen. And the fact that even if Big Rich is hoarding, which I don't think he is, but even if he is, the fact that he is creating systems that will house those animals that are already in the hobby is good work. Oh, so it's about the fact that he's not rehoming as many fish as possible as quickly as possible. Who's going to take those fish in? Like, on the real. Oh, thank you. On the real, like, if you're going to run a rescue, like, you should obviously be trying to find fish homes. But let's be honest. How many homes do you really think he's going to find for a red-tailed cat this big? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big City Bet is, if you get a job at Ohio Fish Rescue, tell Lucas I will take over your duties and work for plants. Can I still live in your basement, Haley? Let's make this happen. Yeah, sure.
Come on.
You talk to Big Rich, get me the job over there. I'll talk to Lucas, get you the job there. You live in my basement, and then I'll spend the week in Ohio, and you can cook for the bear, and then I'll come home on the weekends. Can't deal with confrontation. I'd have a mental breakdown. It's illegal to decline in the first place. By the way, you're wearing a shirt I got you for Christmas. I know I am, Jessica. He places fish with aquariums and stuff. Yeah, from what I have heard, I mean, obviously I don't know jack about the interior workings of Ohio Fish Rescue, but from what I've heard and seen, his fish are healthy. His tanks are huge. He's doing amazing things. He's converting his pool into a aquarium. Like, he could not be giving more of himself to this hobby. So, that makes him a saint in my book. I agree. Also, he's Big Rich. Have you seen him? He is an epic human being. Like, I want to hug him. He just looks like a person you want to give a big hug to. No? Am I wrong? I'm sorry. I just really want to give him a hug. And also, I want to swim in his fish tanks. Just for a second. Yeah, who's, like, if I heard a story, like an anecdotal story or something, about, hey, I contacted Ohio Fish Rescue because I needed some really big fish for my really big aquarium, and they said, no, they're not giving out their fish, even though I proved to them I had the right setup, and they said, no, they're not giving out their fish, then you can start down the whole hoarder path and what he really should blah, blah, blah be doing. But in my opinion, if you have means, if you're doing it right, if everything is healthy and you've got the money, more power to you. And that arapaima might eat me, that's for sure. But I also agree with Corey that if you're going to call something a rescue, you ought to be doing everything you can to... I don't think it should churn out. I don't think like every fish you bring in should be going out as fast as possible, but I definitely think there should be some effort to find good homes for things, which I think they're doing. So I love Corey and I love Big Rich, and I think they're both somewhat accurate, but let's be honest, we're all hoarders. Some of us just do it better than others. Correct, Candy. What should really happen is these fish should never be in the hobby to begin with. Let's fix that. Right, like if anybody's going to get up on a soapbox or a high horse or anything, jump on that box, because arapaima should not be in the hobby. Like if you should have to have a permit to get that, because I'm sorry, that's the biggest fish in the world. Like, what are you doing? I'm just saying. Yeah, Corey just wants his fly river turtles, let's be honest. Corey's just looking at those fly river turtles like, give me those. But yeah, red-tailed catfish should not be in the hobby. Like, and honestly, I have more problem. I have zero problem with Big Rich having red-tailed catfish because I think he's doing a great job taking care of a fish that should not be in the hobby in the first place. You know who have a problem with having red-tailed catfish is people that have red-tailed catfish that are kind of like influential. Like, however, I think they're doing a very good job of explaining that you shouldn't really have red-tailed catfish unless you have the setup for red-tailed catfish. There's a lot of explanation that goes into monster fish keeping. Like, let's be honest. 2 days ago, if somebody saw these Bichirs in that 20-gallon long, they could rake me over the coals for keeping that in that small of a tank. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person, doesn't mean I'm a hoarder, doesn't mean I'm a bad fish keeper. Just means they need an upgrade. And as long as the upgrade is being planned and being done and the fish is healthy, then we're fine. But, you know. Charles, will you please ship out my shrimp order from Lucas next week before you run away to Ohio Fish Rescue? I agree, Rich is doing it for the right reasons. Someone has to take on the problems that shouldn't exist. Right, like, there's always a problem that there's always going to be the devil's advocate of every situation. Big City Bettas, having worked at a reptile rescue, I need to ask where some people are getting their definition of what a rescue is and what a rescue does. Rehoming is wonderful, but not always possible for some species. Right. I mean, you've got to look at the substance of what someone is doing, not necessarily just... Like, if y'all don't think that Rich doesn't love having those giant platinum gars and all those giant red tails and feeding them and finds it amazingly awesome, you're crazy because the man loves it. That's why he's doing it. That doesn't make him a hoarder. Also doesn't make him a rescue, but he is a rescue. So that's what you have to deal with. He used to rescue pit bull dogs from New York on death row. Hoarders breed with no means. He rescues. Right. Like if he was breeding red-tailed cats or I don't know. I don't have a super big opinion on this. I honestly just think like, because I didn't hear what Corey said, so whatever. And Corey is entitled to his opinion. And I generally agree with Corey's opinion on most things. I don't think Big Rich is a hoarder. Like, in the sense of the horrible hoarder word. I think we're all hoarders. Because let's be honest, if I had a shipping container, I would fill that sucker with water and put as many fish as I possibly could into it. And when I think hoarder, I think someone who's not taking care of their animals. I don't think... Well, maybe I'll have to go back and watch this live stream. I'm sure, I don't know. I generally agree with Corey's opinion on most things. It would not be a shipping container full of Riccia. Ever. Oh, I hate Riccia. That stuff sticks to your arm so hard. Big City Betty. Rescues step in to take animals that are not being provided proper homes, care. Rehoming is the idea. As a rescue, you can't always rehome certain animals / species, but you can provide for them. Hashtag agreed. But also, let's be honest. Big Rich loves those fish. And really, the problem isn't with Big Rich or his rescue or with Corey and him calling him a hoarder. The problem, which would negate all of this, is that people sell red-tailed cats to people with 20-gallon tanks. And people sell arowanas to people with 40-gallon tanks. And people sell arapaima to people with 75-gallon tanks and expect them to live. And it's just, it's not going to happen. Hobbit Habit says the only issue I have is Big Rich going and ordering those giant fish for himself as he's contributing to the issue. The paku, or what did he order? He has the means to take care of it. And it's available. Why wouldn't you? Sean says, you know what would fix that? We all just buy shell dwellers. Hey, what's up, Sean? Sean's down for everybody just getting moldies. Yeah, they shouldn't be in the hobby. Bottom line. It's the whole problem. The fact that they're in the hobby, we all just have to move on because they're there. And people are going to keep them, and people are going to keep lots of them. Yeah, selling it to teens for a 20-gallon tank at a local fish store is the problem, not Big Rich housing it in a shipping container. What's up, Sarah? We're talking about some controversial nonsense. Did the boss make it back into town? I'm feeling better, by the way. I'm coming to work tomorrow. We have to clean everything. Yeah, if I had a 4,000-gallon tank, I'd order a big fish for it, too. Now, I would probably just order like 100 rope fish. But let's be honest, that's just a different argument because those are wild-caught fish. So there's always going to be somebody that gets mad because I have wild-caught fish and you shouldn't take fish out of the wild. I mean, there's always controversy. Look at the health of the animals. That's where I come from. Like, it's like selling green iguanas at Petco. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Not yet. Thinking he'll get here after I'm asleep. Oh, he's going to get in late. Great. Awesome. Yeah, Rich is definitely not the problem. He is one man trying to find a solution for a big problem that doesn't have an ideal solution. So as long as these fish are available to the hobby, somebody's going to have to take care of them. That's just how it comes down. And I always, when I am trying to make a decision about whether or not I think somebody is doing something good, what I do is I look at the health of their animals. So am I seeing animals that are moving around, eating, their color looks good, you know, they have enough space to move around, and that's yes to all of the above with Rich. So he is the bee's knees in my, I could tell Thursday you're on the way up. Yes, I'm starting to feel better. I'm getting over this crap. It is going away, and even if it's not, I'm going to continue to ignore it. Oh, there's a Wells catfish at your LFS. It's not for sale, still young, but over 5 feet. Yeah. Yes, I've replaced my entire plague blood volume with coffee, and I feel like I'm better now. Big, fat, happy, good color fish, like Big Rich himself. That's a nice infinite awareness. Same goes for big cat rescues. Same dang situation. Yeah, like, do I think people should be keeping lions and cougars and panthers? Absolutely not. You should not have that as a pet. That is not a good idea. However, they are available. Therefore, there are going to be rescues. And as long as the rescues are doing things correctly, obviously a rescue for big cats is not going to continuously adopt lions out into the community. But they're called a rescue because they rescue them. And if I was Big Rich and I had the means to rescue giant fish the way he has, and then everything took off because people started getting wind of what I was doing and we were getting some people working with us, I would have giant tanks and shipping containers filled with giant fish too. I would also have little tiny fish, but I would have giant fish as well because he has a shipping container. He's got a 25,000-gallon aquarium just sitting there. Amazing. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna comment on that stream because, like, Corey's entitled to his opinion. If he wants to use the word hoarder to describe what's going on there, that's fine. I mean, that's up to Corey, but, like, that's just verbiage. No. I just want to give Big Rich a hug. Yeah, I see a pole barn in our future too. Yeah, Big Rich's hair alone, as Poverty Sucks says, makes him a god amongst men. It's legendary. Absolutely legendary. No, I did not hear about the tiger the guy found the other day when he broke into a house to smoke. I did not hear about that. What the heck? Go eat candy. We're just talking nonsense. I still love everyone, and it's all good. Yeah, I definitely would rather giant fish ended up with Big Rich than in like ponds and rivers and stuff where they're not supposed to be and they're gonna die. Or they're gonna eat everything else in the ecosystem. The hair, real or no? If it's real, it's incredible. Whose hair? Big Rich's hair, that's real. My hair, it's real. Poor stoner, poor tiger. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't like the animal abuse stories. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, Dansley, you got this. Dansley's got it. You go eat candy. Abandoned house, we call 911. Sounds like a Mike Tyson joke gone wrong. Ha 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 ha. It does. It does actually sound like that. You know what, though? I honestly think that in the bigger picture of things, none of us are out here trying to hurt fish, hurt animals, exploit them, really. We all just want to keep more fish and animals. Like, at the heart of a hoarder is an animal lover, in my opinion. Like, I really don't like the word hoarder. Because really what's happened is you are a person that loves animals and you've just gone above your means and didn't know how to turn it back around. When I first moved out of my parents' house and got my own place, you could have called me a hoarder because I had an entire room full of animals. Now they were all well taken care of and everything had its whatever, but you're an animal lover. And you keep loving animals. And if there's an animal that needs you, you bring it in or whatever, and then you get beyond your means, and then people start calling you a hoarder. That's what happens. That's what happened with Lady LRB's cats. That's why they are surrounded by cats at their house, because they loved a cat. And then their cat had more cats. And now they love more cats, and they have all the cats. And then they love Sparky. And it's just, at the heart of a hoarder is an animal lover. And we all have to remember that. Yeah, we definitely all need to win the lottery. Because let's be honest, if you had the money, would you not have a fish room? If you had the money, would you not have a fish house? If you had the money, would you not have a fish warehouse? Like, you're only limited by your time and your money. And if you exceed your time and your money, you get called a hoarder. If you don't exceed your time and your money, you get called whatever you want to be called because you're just doing your thing. Can we hear the Candy Mod song again, pretty please, with Tetracolor Tropical Granules on top? Did I make that up on the fly? Because I don't remember that one. Who can take a live stream? Moderate it all. Weed out all the trolls and keep us all having a ball. The mod god can. The candy mod can. The candy mod can, because she mixes it with love and makes chat stay good. I don't know. I just made that up. That work for you? Yeah. Infinite awareness is going to rescue everything when he wins the lottery. People, fish, dogs, cats, farm animals. If I had the money, I'd have tons of lowboy aquariums everywhere with different shell dwellers. Of course you would, Sean. And we all know I would have a warehouse full of ropefish. Like, everybody would be a hoarder if it wasn't for the money and time aspect. Some people know how to cap themselves when they get to their limit. Some people do not. I think Big Rich is doing fine. I don't think he's hit hoarder status yet because he's still taking care of his stuff. Everyone thinks infinite awareness is a dude. Infinite awareness is not a dude. Infinite awareness is a chick. Don't rescue people. Most of us don't deserve it. Focus on the animals. Yeah, if anybody's going to get called a hoarder for people, that would be my mother. She constantly moves people into their house, just randomly. She's running a people rescue. and she has been since I was a kid. You guys, we're at 2 hours, so can I go eat something? Because Candy got to go eat something, and now it's 5 o'clock, and I need to send the bear out for Chinese food, and somebody's supposed to be getting me a waffle. You want my cup, Sean? That was my Valentine's Day present. Well, bye. It's so sweet. Candy, go eat, Candy. Go eat. And I'm not eating after waffles. Ever. Someone rescued Infinite Awareness after Hurricane Sandy. Had nowhere to go, but a lady that adopted one of my dogs took you in. See? People are good. Good people. Rescues are good. There is dip. Jessica said to call her when you're done. Good. She better have my waffle. Yeah, I don't know. Bear got me this mug, Sean. I don't know where this mug came from. Poverty Stuck says, side note, my ram's horns are finally reproducing. Woohoo! Ask me how I feel again in 2 months, though. Yeah. Once they get going, they're like the little Energizer bunny. They never stop. Okay, I'm going to find Chinese food. Sarah, I hope the man makes it back. They just left, and they're eating in, so hopefully they'll grab me a waffle on their way back. I'm going to go watch Corey's live stream to make sure I didn't step on myself and say something stupid, because generally I agree with Corey, but I also love Big Rich. So I don't know. I don't really think it's a bear. I don't really think it's like a controversial situation, but then again, I didn't watch the live stream, so I have no idea. But I love Corey, and I love Big Rich. And Big Rich, if you need a tiny, tiny little person to come work for you, I am available, other than the fact that you have to steal me away from Lucas Brett's, and also I would have to move to Ohio. But we'll work it out. We'll work it out. I just want to get in that shipping container. It's all going to be okay.
That'd be funny.
Find shell dwellers while in search for trade. I'm not putting shell dwellers in there. All right. Hit the like and subscribe. You guys be good. I got to go. I'm going to out of coffee here. And Bear, go get Chinese food, Bear. Mom, do you want an egg roll? I don't know. All right. Yeah, he has a pool with fish in it. A pool with fish in it. It's amazing. Hoarder or not, I want to be his best friend. All right, I got to go. See you guys later.